His force is broken. It shall be a long while before he troubles us again. Tell me, do you know why it is you are successful? You listened. Were it that you'd listened in Solomon's temple, Altair, all of this would have been avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the arrogance you displayed, your disregard for our ways.
What are you doing?
There are rules. We are nothing if we do not abide by the Assassin's creed. 3 simple tenets, which you seem to forget. I will remind you. First and foremost, stay your blade.
From the flesh of an innocent. I know.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die. Your insolence knows no bounds. Make humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second tenet is that which gives us strength. Hide in plain sight. Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect. Yet your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I am sorry. Truly I am. But I cannot abide a traitor.
I am not a traitor.
Your actions indicate otherwise. And so you leave me no choice. Peace be upon you, Altair.
Barışı bozdun Altair.
He's experiencing a far better adoption rate than the other subjects.
I'm still pulling him out. He's been in there way too long.
No, not yet. We're still so far from where we need to be.
We shouldn't risk it.
What's another hour or two?
Why don't we discuss this in the conference room? Give Desmond a minute to stretch his legs.
I really don't see the need.
Warren, please.
Fine.
Bugünlük bu kadar yeter dediler. Desmond'a fazla yüklenmeyelim dediler falan. Diye tahmin ediyorum yani. Büyük ihtimal öyle dediler. Ya hala kontrolleri bana salmadılar ya. Hala option'a falan giremiyorum. Evet abi, burada şeye bakıyorlar. Neredeydi, burada ne yapıyorduk? Yan odadan dinliyorduk galiba. Hatırladım.
You're questioning my authority in front of the prisoner. There's a word for that. I believe it's called insubordination.
And I don't appreciate you trying to kill him. There's a word for that too. I believe it's called stupid.
Lucy, this isn't my decision. I don't set the deadlines, but I'm smart enough not to challenge them. Do you want to wind up like Layla?
I know the accident has everyone on edge.
Which is why there's no time to coddle him.
If you push him too hard, he'll shut down, and then we'll have nothing.
We have nothing now.
But we will. You just need to have a little faith.
Fine, but I want you thinking of ways to improve his staying power. We can't afford to stop every time the man breaks a sweat.
De oyun çok fazla hikaye şu an ya. Yani hikayesel bağlamda çok sarıyor oyun, çok güzel oyun yapıyor. Mükemmel hikayesi içeriyor şu an. Yani git yat falan diyecekler şu an. Tabii önce kapımızı kapatıyorduk herhalde. Ne yapıyorduk? Ya, duş mu alıyorduk, ne yapıyorduk? Ha,
Man,
dolaba
I can't even
bakıyorduk.
change my clothes.
Bir de kıyafet mi değişeceğim lan? Duş da almayalım aynı. Ne yapacağız? Gidip yatalım o zaman. Hala mı yatamıyoruz? Nereden yatıyorduk? Buradan mı yatıyorduk ya? Of. Nasıl yatılıyordu ki? Şu an yatmak istiyorum ve yatamıyorum. Ne bu? O da değil. Tuvaletimiz de yok. Banyo da yok. O da yok. Abi yatmamız gerekiyor şu an ama yatamıyoruz. Lan şaka mı bu? Oyun bug'a mı girdi? Ne oldu? Ne bu? Kapı falan bir şey de yapmıyor. Ha, bunların çıkmasını bekliyoruz.
We're done for today, Mr. Miles. I suggest you return to your room and get some rest.
Gidip yatayım mı, ne yapayım? Ne dediniz? Ne bu şimdi, yatayım mı yatmayayım mı, ne yapayım? Ha, sen ayarlamalar yapacağım, ben Animus'a bir daha mı gireceğim? Yatacağım mı? Yo daha yatılmayacak.
So you're really an
İnteraktif
assassin?
şey yapılacak.
Like Altair?
Yes
Birazdan
and no.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to be one, but I ran away from the farm when I was 16.
Farm?
Yeah, that's what they call the place where I grew up. The farm. Like Messiah, I guess. Only not so, creepy.
Buraları
Just a
hiç
small
sevmediğim
community
için
in the middle of
hatırlamıyorum. Hatırlamıyorum.
About 30 of us
buraları.
living, you know, off the grid.
Why?
Thought my parents were just crazy hippies trying to stick it to the man, you know? My dad was always going on about our enemies, how they'd be looking for us, how we'd have to be prepared.
Mesela oyunun tek
No one
eksikleri
ever
buraları
came.
çok uzun tutmuşlar.
Nothing ever happened.
Why'd you run away?
I could never leave the compound. You have any idea what it feels like being trapped in a place, knowing there was a whole world out there I'd never get to see?
Don't you miss your parents?
No. As far as I'm concerned, they weren't my parents. They were my wardens, and I was their prisoner.
It sounds like they only wanted to protect you.
With all that's happened, I don't know. I guess they were right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up the past.
It's all right. Gives me something to think about.
Try and get some sleep. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
Yarın devam ederiz dediler.
Got a question for you before I turn in.
Sure.
How did they find me? I mean, I haven't been anywhere near another assassin for 10 years.
Use your real name?
Nope. Not before today.
Credit cards?
Cash only.
Telephone?
There's no one to call.
Driver's license?
Motorcycle. Guilty pleasure.
There's your answer. Photo, fingerprint.
This
10
is
yıl
a drug
kaçmış,
company.
zevkliydi falan
What does
diyor işte.
Abstergo have to
Para
do with the
kullandım diyor,
DMV?
kredi
Desmond,
kartı kullandım.
these guys are everywhere. I'm sorry, I really can't talk about it.
Konuşmamam gerek dedi. Ne yapıyorsun Desmond ya? Şu yaptığın hareketlere bak. Kızın yanındasın anasını satayım.
Aren't you tired?
Yorguna benziyorsun diyor. Aynen biraz yorguna benziyorum. Gideyim de yatayım.
Damn it, they locked the door.
Lanet olsun, kilitlendi kapı adamım. Hadi gidip yatalım yeter artık. Ciğerim soldu. Şu ilk defa bu kadar çok yatmak istedim yani. Bu nasıl bir yatış Desmond ya? Evet.
Gotta say, that's a little
Hatta
creepy,
ertesi
Doc.
sabah.
waking up to you standing over me? You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education. Re-education, to be more precise.
Education.
But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Ya oyun da farkına varıyor zaten sonradan buraları çok uzun tuttuğunun da işten geçiyor. Buralar gereksiz oyunda uzun ya. Ama eskilerin sevdiğimiz bir oyun. Full art full'le tamamlamışız.
Ready when you are.
Ladders are a socially acceptable way to reach a rooftop.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. Manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for
Bütün
questioning.
rütbelerim üzerimden
What can you
alındı
tell
şu
me of the
anda ya.
traitor?
Ah,
Hiçbir
but
şeyim
that's just
kalmadı
it.
şu an Altay'ın
I've
hiçbir
given
şeyim
you
kalmadı.
all I will. The
Sadece
rest is
bir
up to you.
baksana canım falan bütün zırhlarımı aldılar. Suikastçı bıçağımı. Hiçbir şeyim kalmadı. Hidden Blade'im bile kalmadı. Hiçbir şeyim yok şu an. Onu alıyoruz mu masada? Bir şey almıyorduk değil mi masada? Masadan bir şey almıyoruz. Aynen. Daha değil. Görev yapıp geleceğiz de ondan sonra alıyorduk. Hadi göreve doğru gidelim. İlk görevimiz neredeymiş? Ha yakın.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes, begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Village market. Drop. Bu yağmaladığımız sahne miydi?
Where is he going like that? I wonder if he's being chased by someone. He seems to be in a hurry.
Şu an bir şey yapsam herhangi bir şey. Dur. Tabii daha o kadar şey değil. Zırh yok şu an. Hasar çok yiyoruz. Doğru. Artık da asasinlik faaliyetleri yok şu an. Bütün zırhımızı söktüler ya. Bak. Buradan dinleyebiliyoruz değil mi? Böyle hatırlıyorum ama. Buradan dinleyemiyorum. Siz nereden dinliyorduk? Yani çatıdan da büyük ihtimalle. Kuyuya girilmiyordu bu. Bak burasının kuyusu sıkıntıydı ya. Şöyle yapıyoruz hadi. Gelmişken bak. Kulaklar var. Nereden dinliyorduk sizi ya? Buradan dinlemiyor muyduk işte? Abi de. Lan nereden dinliyorduk biz sizi? Ben şu an bakıyorum. Anladım. Tam olarak neredeydi? Şuraya mı oturuyorum? Otur.
I know what I saw.
Ya nasıl buradan şey olabilir
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
But the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
Hırsızlık, pickpocket burası işte. Nerede o pickpocket? Şuradaydı. Buna da zamanında çok şey harcadım ya. Bu shiftli şeylere bunu çatıdan dinliyorduk herhalde işte.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
Lütfen her şeyimi
I can't
kaybettim.
right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Şu options'tan da şu sesini biraz düşürelim ya. Çok. Sessiz. Şöyle geçiyoruz. Sessiz bizden şüphelenme. köşkü yok.
Do I look like a merchant? No. So go away.
Yo ne alakası var, ben imanlı bir insan. Başka hiç başka. Çaldım hadi Allah'ım ya. Eski dızcılardan kim kaldı be? Ne ben hala ibadetinde bir insanım kardeşim. Alakası yok yani, benim çalmayla falan olmadı, işim oldu. Aynen öyle. Burada ne vardı? Hatırlamıyorum buradaki görev işte. Burada shift basarak geçelim de şimdi bunlar bir de kavga çıkarmayalım.
Between this world and a new one, a better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. 2 days' attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent.
Yani dövüyorduk, öldürmüyorduk da.
Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Kardeşim ben mümin bir insan. Kesinlikle seninle hiçbir alakam yok. Aynen. Benim hiçbir alakam yok. Aynen, yoluna devam et böyle. Helal. Şu arkaya bir geç bakayım sen. Al muallimin arkasından atıp tutuyor. Şşş. Benim master'ım lan, o ustam bu. Hayırdır yani. Yo hiçbir şey yapmayacağım hiç. Aynen. Geç oradan bakayım. Aynen, sen de zaten mükemmel bir oyun ya. Sen de zaten direkt şey, şurada da bayrak varmış, gözüme çarptı, onu da alalım. Gel lan buraya. Eline bir vereyim bakayım. Enough. Acı.
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called your brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Muallim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies.
Kardeşlik için getirdim Al-Muallim'i.
How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did.
Ha, ödülümüz burada. Hidden Blade'imizi geri verecek bir tane. Ya dediğim gibi şu an Al-Muallim tarafından rütbelerimiz en aşağı getirildi. Çok master, usta bir assassin olmamıza rağmen yetkilerimiz, görevlerimiz elimizde, yani ne denir, ödüllerimiz elimizden alındı. Şimdi onları geri, tekrar onurumuzu geri almaya çalışacağız.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers.
9 men. He, 9 tane tapınakçı görevimiz geliyor.
And ensures the crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for
9
mine.
tane tapınakçı öldürmemizi isteyecekler görevde. Hepsini tamamladık ya.
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas.
Mesaj
Seek out the
yollayacak
black
şu an.
market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
Nasıl çıktı lan o oradan? Yapma be.
Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Heh, ver de alayım şu Hidden Blade'imi ya. Ver artık. Heh. Benim olan şeyi geri alıyorum, bir de onu da geç alıyorum ya. Aa. Şu an gerçi şurada şu an bakamıyoruz da. Ha, bunun alıştırmasını yaptıracaklar bize tekrar. Ben sanki bilmiyormuşuz gibi.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
Yeni öğrencilerle alıştırma yapalım. Şu an sadece defans yaptı yani. Fark. Atak yani.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The work of a master.
Şu an hadi defans yapıyorum, bir yıkıl artık. Abi bir şeye bak. Sen yapmadan ben yapamıyorum. Lan. Yap bir şey artık ya, hadi. Ya mekaniğe alışmam biraz zaman alacak tabii de. Ha, basılı tut diyor ya. Aga, düğme 0 diyor, tamam. Sol. Ha, o bana vuracakken counter atak desene ya abi. Atak matak ne karıştırıyorsun kafamı ya. Lan seni öğretmeden ben... Keşke bunları geçebilsek mesela, biliyorum deyip ya. Bir vur artık bana, bir vurur musun lütfen? Bana bir vur. Şu ya. Of, bir counter atak yaptırmadı bana ya. Tamam. Bunlar falan biliyorum ben, yapmaya gerek yok.
You must be busy. I understand. Focus on your target. Let nothing distract you.
Şurada bir bayrak gördüm, yanlış görmediysem onu gideyim de alayım. Aynen. İşte bayrak. Oba. 3 olacaktı da o ağaca şimdi tırmanacak. Görevler nerede? Burası al-muallimin yeri. Görev dışarıda. Ha, şeyin yanına gidiyoruz işte. İlk öldüreceğimiz adamın yerini öğren.